Hello everybody, welcome to astraeakeva. I'm Ao. In today's video, I decided to do another black and white drawing, painting. In today's one, I went a little bit further by painting it, but mostly in monochrome. I have mixed feelings about this one because I liked both the composition and also the proportions of her face and all of that, but I just don't like how dark it is. I think I should have made it more lighter on top where the light source is coming from, but these are just simple reflections that I have about my artworks. I do look at them and I keep telling myself maybe I'll redraw this particular drawing or edit it, or I will apply what I learn in the next drawing. So that's kind of my thought process when I do my artwork. But anyway, in today's video, I don't really know what I want to talk about. I'm just sort of like, maybe I should do some videos with voiceovers and some videos with not voiceovers. Even if the voiceovers are only like really short, I really want to go for that. But the main reason why I wanted to do a voiceover for this video was not to talk about my artwork, but to talk about the idea of achieving fast goals. Because we live in this microwave generation. I hate to say that, I sound so old. But anyway, because of the society that we live in, and also it's not only society that we live in, but it's also your background. So I come from a background that is a non-Western society. We are kind of a community-based society. And so our approach to life and problems and situations, our career goals, things that we want to do is sort of a process. And this is why I don't really care that much about my artwork looking a certain way, because to me the process is much more important than the final art piece. I learn a lot during the process. I learn to fail and I learn to accept my failure while moving on. And so the reason why I can talk about this and compare Western culture with my culture is because I studied in the US. I got my Bachelor of Science degree in mechanical engineering in the USA. So I studied there, and there was a huge contrast between the society I grew up in compared to the society in the US. In this video, I'm not going to say that one is right and the other is wrong. All I'm going to share with you guys is my experience and how I apply what I know in my artistic journey. This is not only my artistic journey, but also I'm a graphic designer. So in my graphic design, both in my graphic design learning and also in my application of my graphic design life, and also in my artwork. In the US, a lot of my friends had this mindset that they needed to be perfect and competent in what they were doing in order to feel like they were successful. And for a while I did have that mentality because that was the society I was a part of. But every time I would step away from it, I would have to remind myself that the process is much more important than the final product. And because during the process, I learn a lot about myself, about what I'm doing, gaining skills, and that is quite important to me. Rather than this final, I'm a genius, I'm a genius at what I do. And it's something I learned that kind of teaches me to understand that I'll never be perfect. So when I was in the US and I was studying mechanical engineering, there were amazing students that were like straight A, honor roll students, and my GPA was pretty good, simply because I like science and mathematics, but I was not an honor student. And it felt as though they wanted me to feel as though I was not like good enough to be an engineer. Well, I don't feel like I'm good enough to be an engineer, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And when I was doing my art for the first maybe 6 years, I always felt as though I was not a great artist because of that mentality. I felt I needed my artwork to look like a certain artist to consider myself as an artist. But that's not the case anymore. I'm at a place where my art is my art right now, and what I create right now is an artwork. It's an art piece, and after a few years it's going to change. After a few months, even after a few days, my art is going to change, and it's probably going to get better or worse, but it's going to change. But I have to live in the now and learn during the process. The reason why I'm sharing this with people is that maybe you're an artist that feels as though you need to have this certain look and feel to be considered an artist, but that's not the case. The more you do art, the more you're going to learn. It's a skill set, and it's something you should embrace. So that's all I wanted to talk about in today's video. Know that it's a process. You don't have to be perfect from the get-go. Just take your time and continue to be authentic, and how should I say this? We continue to love your art the way it is for now and improve on it. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Bye bye.